Alright, so this is my magazine for graphic design too. Starting off with the first page here, cover page. I knew we had to have our name in there, so I put that. And then I just wanted to have a little irony with it being not a blank page, but I just titled it something interesting. And then volume 5 here, something that I see magazines do, like volumes or subscription things like that. So May is the 5th month of the year, so volume 5, and then it's spring and summer of 2020, which is kind of a nod to fashion labels and collections and fashion shops, things like that. Second page here is just a little bit about me, some background info. So I'm from Houston, moved to Tulsa, and these are some cutouts of actually Houston Street here in Tulsa. Is that one there, and then Oklahoma license plate I just cut out from a photo from Google. And these are just photos of me here. This one's here in Tulsa downtown, and that one's in Houston, vintage shop. Some hobbies, just like a little bit more about me section here, include photography, cinematography, eating, everybody's favorite hobby, and then French word flânerie, which is essentially like walking around, strolling, exploring a city. And there's just another photo there here in Tulsa, just a couple days ago, the clouds. And then this is just a giant collage of my friends, some here in Tulsa, some back in Houston, and some in different states and things like that. And I have my dog Lincoln there, who's probably my best friend, man's best friend. But anyways, yeah, and then just kind of threw some frames around them to make them pop out a little bit more, and just in certain spots, like none of them, well, some of them are fully framed by frames like this one here and that one there, just to kind of, that was violent, but just to kind of pop those out. And then other ones are a little bit more cut out and out to the side and things like that. So it's just kind of a cool idea there, like kind of collage idea, or a scrapbook, not really scrapbook, but anyways. So the second page, kind of more things that make me me, is travel. I really love to travel. And then with the L here, I just wanted something different and then turned it upside down. So yeah, but I think hopefully you can read it without me having to explain it. And then there's the little text box here with more text in it, so that kind of helps as well. And yeah, kind of the same idea with some of the framing of things. And this line here, I don't necessarily, I'm not in love with it, but it kind of differentiates this L up top and just kind of helps provide some contrast in the frame, because some of the photos I put kind of blending modes and things on them and change the opacity so they kind of fade through. So it kind of helps to have that kind of pop there. Again, my dog Lincoln in Galveston. This is New York City in the background here, so it kind of frames, or not frames, but provides a solid kind of backdrop. And the other 3 photos are in Guatemala, where I went on a missions trip a couple years ago, so they're really good memories of traveling there. I want to travel more going forward, so that's something that I really enjoy, learning about different places and people and things like that. And then the last page is music, so concerts, and well, pretty much all the photos are of concerts or like live shows or live recordings, things like that. And just ones that I've been at, all these concerts that I show here. I took all these photos except this one of Paul Klein. I wasn't that close at the Laney concert. But yeah, Laney, 1975, band Camino, some Houston artists down here, Justin and Kieran. So yeah, just some bands that I have been rocking with for some of them a couple years, some of them shorter than that and more recent, but some different shots there. And I really like, I think the design evolved over the magazine here, so I think each page has a kind of different feel to it, which I kind of enjoy. But there was some things, like I tried to keep some of the fonts the same, or not tried to, I did keep some of the fonts the same. Some of them are, like these are, this is, I'm blanking, serif font, but then these are kind of more just standard and not have all the design, or not design, but not anything too crazy. They're pretty like solid, so I think they balance each other out pretty well and kind of play off each other, with one being a little bit more out there, like on my headings and things with the serif, and then the more muted font underneath, or the accent. And then I really like as well, something that kind of stuck through is the framing of the photos here in the pages well, actually 1 through 4. I didn't really do it in 5 because it kind of is framed by the black and kind of pops out like that. And then one thing that I want to mention here at the end as well, so you can kind of see if I zoom out, is how each page gets darker and darker as you go through. So we start out with pretty white, and then down to a little lighter gray, a little darker, and then black eventually. So yeah, that's my magazine. Hopefully it's not too many photos, but I'm a very visual person and I don't like to read too much. So and I think our world is going that way as well, which might not be a good thing, but it's what it is. So yeah, that's my magazine. Thanks. Bye.